Pamela Anderson joins BitClout after ditching social media in possible attempt to free Julian Assange, sources. The Baywatch star has supported the imprisoned WikiLeaks founder for years. Pamela Anderson has joined a new social network called BitClout, which sources believe could be the star's latest attempt to help free her pal Julian Assange. Back in January, the Baywatch icon announced she was abandoning social media with a warning to Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter users that big tech companies are trying to gain control over your brain. Anderson, 53, returned to Twitter briefly this week, however, to announce support for BitClout, hinting that her joining the network is a way toward freedom. "Find me here and only here," Anderson tweeted along with a definition of the term decentralization as the transfer of control of an activity or organization to several local offices or authorities rather than one. Anderson's subtle announcement has prompted questions from those close to the actress and activist. One source tells Fox News that while her reasons for joining the network are not entirely clear yet, it seems to have something to do with decentralization, freedom, a new world. She intends on using the platform to speak freely and go against the grain, the source continued, adding that it could be a plot to further her pleas to free the imprisoned WikiLeaks founder. "We have to wonder if this has something to do with Assange. There's really nothing she wouldn't do to save his life," said the source. A second source close to Anderson tells Fox News her registration on the blockchain system is to further her activism on a platform without the corporate checks and balances that suppress sensitive content. In January, Anderson bid goodbye to Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, confessing that she's never been interested in social media and her decision comes from reaching a point in her life that she's genuinely inspired by. She added that she's been enjoying her time reading and being in nature with the declaration, "I am free." There is little known about BitClout, although it's been reported that users of crypto Twitter are drawn to it. BitClout's lead creator goes by the name of Diamond Hands and recently discussed the platform's intent in an interview with CoinDesk. The core insight behind BitClout is that if you can mix speculation and content together, you can not only get a 10x product that creates innovative ways for creators to monetize, but you also get a new business model that's not ad-driven anymore, the creator told the outlet. CoinDesk furthers that it's a proof-of-work blockchain designed for running social media created by anonymous developers. Anderson has become one of the biggest stars to voice support for Assange. In January, the actress made a final appeal to former President Trump to grant a full pardon to the jailed publisher. "This is an urgent matter to many people in the world who care about the freedom of speech," she told Fox News at the time. Despite all the negative things, Trump has been a game changer and broken the mold. "This pardon would be a shining light on what freedom should be. It would encourage a whole generation of activists to continue to do important work and not be silenced." Anderson said Assange's case is not only about media freedom but also about an innocent human life. Over the years, she has formed a particularly close bond with the imprisoned Assange and she described him as both mild-mannered and nerdy, as well as courageous, deeply curious, and a strong hugger. "Every time you see him, there is the kind of feeling that might not see him again," Anderson lamented, noting that in their last prison meeting, after she was put through multiple layers of security, she was cautioned by a warden after Assange swept her off her feet in an excited greeting. He said, "Pamela, saved my life." Assange, 49, is behind bars in London's Belmarsh prison in Thamesmead. In January, a British judge denied the request to extradite the WikiLeaks founder, arguing that he is likely to commit suicide if sent overseas to face espionage charges. District Judge Vanessa Barajitzer also called such a move oppressive because of Assange's mental health. In February, a spokesman for the Justice Department confirmed to the New York Times that it filed an appeal to the British court's denial of extradition. Assange and his WikiLeaks website rose to prominence more than a decade ago when it released a swath of diplomatic cables and confidential military records, exposing what his backers vow amounted to war crimes taking place in Iraq and Afghanistan. He illicitly obtained the documents by former U.S. Army intelligence analyst Chelsea Manning. The DOJ alleges that Assange engaged in a conspiracy with Manning.